That '90s show, Season 2, barely included one of its characters, despite her being among the best features of Season 1. The That '70s Show spinoff brought back a few original stars to join the new regular cast, and they have proven themselves to be the overall backbone of the series. However, Netflix managed to make one of its new characters a standout figure of That '90s Show as well. She had some fun development in Season 1, and there was plenty of promise that she would continue to be an exciting feature going forward. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The second season of That '90s Show saw Leia Forman return to her grandparents' house in Point Place, Wisconsin, for another summer, this time in 1996. Not much had changed since she had spent a few months there the previous year. Red and Kitty are still as hilarious as ever, and the small town still provides ample opportunity for teenagers to get up to mischief. The basement is prime for having circle time. The freezer is stocked with popsicles, and Leo is still cluelessly moseying about. However, there was a key difference in Leia's experience in That '90s Show Season 2. That '90s Show's Sherry Runk, played by Andrea Anders, is the next-door neighbor to Red and Kitty Forman in the 1990s, living in the home that used to belong to the Pinciottis. She was a heavy feature of Season 1, presented as a sort of Bob replacement, since she frequently appeared in the Forman kitchen to take their foot or put her nose in others' business. Sherry had her own dedicated plotlines in Season 1, with her own individual character development. However, I was disappointed to see that she was barely featured in Season 2. Though Sherry still lived next door with her kids and Leia's friends Gwen and Nate, she barely came around in That '90s Show Season 2. The most substantial moment she had in this installment was a touching scene with her daughter. Aside from this, Sherry had no personal development, which is a significant letdown after the promises established in Season 1. I can't help but feel that Netflix wasted the character, missing out on all that she could have brought to this installment. The adults were some of the best characters of That '70s Show, and That '90s Show initially used Sherry to continue this trend. Though I was hesitant to like her after realizing that Bob Pinciotti would no longer live next door, she ultimately won me over. While Red and Kitty are meant to represent the standard American parents of the 1970s, Sherry is a specific stereotype of Generation X parents. She's irresponsible and wild, but wholly well-meaning, naturally making Sherry a lot of fun in That '90s Show Season 1. Sherry's irresponsibility also set her up for a lot of future development. In just one season, the character worked on her father's issues, decided to get serious about finding a good partner rather than sleeping around, and made a commitment to be a better mom to her kids. While Sherry followed through on that last one, I feel the other aspects of her character development were thrown straight out the window in Season 2. The absence of her boyfriend, Fez, from That '70s Show wasn't even addressed, and Sherry went right back to serial dating as if her best moments in Season 1 had never happened. Of course, That '90s Show Season 2 technically isn't over yet. The first 8 episodes, dubbed Part 2, were released in July, while the next 8 are coming on October 24th, 2024. It's certainly possible that these coming episodes will place Sherry back into the spotlight, continuing her development where it left off in Season 1. Though it's strange that her character was so casually tossed aside for Part 2, I have my fingers crossed that it was always the plan to get the ball rolling again in Part 3.